What is up, guys? Norse Digital Assets coming at you with another video. In this video, we're going to cover Bitcoin and the crypto market as a whole. Bitcoin, the leader of the market. As you know, Norse Digital Assets covering 25 plus assets, including Casper, Curve, ADA, XRP, HBAR, VeChain, API3, and CKB, and many others as well. These are the main ones. But anyways, we're going to cover Bitcoin today in the video. I know I haven't put out as many videos lately. There hasn't been as much to report on. Obviously, the market's been flat for a while. Flat, down, sideways, all that good stuff. We're going to look at some... I got a good video lined up for you today, though. There's a lot of... I'll show a lot of interesting indicators and some data that looks pretty good. So stay tuned for the whole video. I'm not going to make it too long. I don't want the video to be too dragged out. We're going to take a look at some stuff here, and it'll be a good video. Smash up the like button. Click subscribe if these are your the coins that you like, and if you want more Bitcoin TA. Anyways, let's dive into Bitcoin. So my main drawing that we've been covering for like 8 months. I have here shown that I don't usually show. I have a 200-week heat map here, okay? And again, we've been covering this drawing for a long time. My main drawing, one of the most beautiful drawings in all of crypto. Here it is. So as you can see here, something interesting, and I've talked about this for a long time. This is the top of the 2017 bull run top, wave 5, Elliott wave theory, and you have all this red in here on this heat map here, and you got way overextended. Here is the 200-week moving average line, and look how high you got extended above it. You get red in the line, you get all the red in here, and that is the top of the market. What's interesting here is in here, this wave 3, there's no red. And there are a number of analysts, a number of major analysts, respected analysts, people that have really good calls that for a long time it sounds like they're crazy and they don't know what they're talking about, and then in the long run they prove to be right. So there are a lot of analysts also with this mindset that wave 3 up to the 64,000 and up to the 69,000 was not the top. It was not the blow off top. It was not the top of this cycle. It is a lengthening cycle as the market cap grows larger and larger and larger. With Bitcoin, the cycles are being stretched longer and longer. The waves are being stretched longer and longer. And again, guys, the market is all about waves. It's all about support and resistance. Resistance, support, resistance, support. It's all about waves. The market moves in waves. That's all it is. Waves. Everything is waves. Anyways, guys, so that is interesting. But the important part here with the 200-week moving average, the most important thing here is that typically, and this is Bitcoin this is Bitcoin's entire history, okay, since these indicators came into play. Right here, you know, we're all the way back in 2013 here, okay? So the important part here is what I'm trying to say is the important part here is that typically the 200-week moving average, like in here, is the bottom or near the bottom. It can dip lower than it, yes, but around that line, that is the bottom before a massive run, okay? Look here, that's before wave 1 of the current cycle. And look here, March 2020, corrective wave 2 down. Again, yes, it comes somewhat below here, and that's that purple box. Let's zoom back in. That's that purple box and that yellow, this yellow oval in the purple box we've been talking about for a while, which is basically wave 1 up. You're coming back down. You think wave 2 is over here. It starts to make a run. It's a fake out. One more capitulation. V-shaped recovery. Sideways, up and out. And we've been talking about that here for that same pattern here where we're talking about you think the correction's over. You think wave 4 is complete. It starts to come up. Fake out. Falls. Capitulation falls down. V-shaped recovery. Some sideways and up to my targets, which haven't changed and won't change. Like I said, later 2022, early 2023, I'm still holding these targets regardless of what the price is doing right now, more of a macro view. But yes, look where we're at right now. Yes, we just about tapped it. We've came down close to it. We are near it. Again, a supportive line, an area more that we are more towards the bottom before a run up than a top where we need to capitulate down further and further and further. We have people calling 20,000 Bitcoin going into the teens. Yeah, that's always possible, but that's That is not my thesis, and that is not what I think is going to happen. And we've talked about that a lot. Anyway, so just some more confluence there on that. I'll also pull up the MVRV Z-score here that we've talked about for months, and look where we're at here. This blue zone, when we get to the Z-score around 0, we come into this blue zone. Again, here after a bear market, here after a bear market, here capitulation March 2020. Where are we at right now? Just a little bit above the blue. So again, this is a time to buy Bitcoin, to buy crypto, to buy the fear, have that vision looking forward for the next run. Wave 5, Elliott wave theory. So again, the MVRV Z-score historically is a great indicator of buy the blue, you buy the blue, and you get these major runs up for very strong gains in crypto across the board. Let's look at the DXY really quick. Again, DXY, Bitcoin, they're inversely correlated. What is the DXY doing? Let us reset that. I'm going to measure some stuff out here in a second too that you're going to like. The DXY, again, correcting. I want to see it on the daily though. We want to get the dead cat bounce on the daily. That's what we really want. What we want is whether it has a little bit more momentum now over the next couple days and then starts to roll, or just starts to roll here sooner than later at any point, at any rate. What we want is something like this. You come down. The EMA ribbon, the EMA, the 20 and the 55 start getting tighter and tighter. You go to come back up, hit resistance, and you roll. That's when you get the 20 EMA, the green line, to cross the red line, the 55 EMA. You get that bear cross in the daily, and that starts to, whatever happens on the daily obviously translates up to the weekly. Let's go back to the weekly here. Let's erase all drawings. And what that would do is start to flatten out this 20 EMA and this 55, and you can dip all the way down towards this 55. And again, if we look at the momentum here, the momentum is still to the downside for the next week or two for the DXY, and it could do something like a double bounce, and that's what we want. We want it to go towards 0, whereas we want the opposite to happen for Bitcoin. And it is in an opposite territory right now. If we go back to it, we'll go here, and again, we just had, and it's real light here, real light. We have the blue coming over the pink, which is momentum to the upside over the coming weeks. But there's one of two scenarios that's going to happen. Either we're going to start to get some momentum to the upside over the coming weeks. I don't know how much momentum, but we will. Or there'll be a W double bottom here, and there's going to be a lot more weighting, and it could be a tighter W bottom, and there'll be some more weighting. But it's going to be one of two scenarios. Either soon or now, we're going to start to get some momentum to the upside, or we're going to get that W double bottom and start to go to the upside. At any rate, Bitcoin will not stay flat. The stock RSI, in the history of the stock RSI on the weekly, it always moves in waveforms, and it always goes back to the upside. No matter if it feels like it psychologically or not, it will go back to the upside every time. The other thing I want to measure out here that you're going to like here is this. Here, we have this bearish cross on the weekly with 20 coming over the 55, which you never want. It's part of capitulation. You don't want to come down, get this cross, and then hit these EMAs as resistance and capitulate down further. That is obviously not what you want. But what I want to show you is I'm going to measure. Let's go back to this drawing here. We're going to remove all drawings. And this is, again, the history of Bitcoin. So right now we have that bearish cross there. What has happened in the history of the bearish crosses that we've had before? Well, this one almost doesn't count, but I can kind of measure it here, and it looks like that's like 42 days under. Not bad, okay? Where are the other ones? This one is at the end of a bear market, which I don't think we're in. We're in a corrective phase of a bull market. But here is the top of the 2017 bull run. Here's the one-year bear market. So if I measure this one out, let's see here, 210 days. Not the best. And let's measure this one over here. Here, again, a bear market, November 2014, over to here, 392 days, okay? So we are still hoping, like I've always said, that We are in a corrective phase of a bull market. We are not in a bear market. This is going to be a light crossover, fake out, that crosses back over to the upside. As crazy as that may sound, something similar to wave 2 here, where it looked like it was going under. This one actually did, but it looked like it was going to go under and start to roll, and people were at 3,000. People were saying Bitcoin was dead. No, it was wave 2, and you head back up again. Wave 1, 2, 3. I believe we're still completing 4. We're trying to find that bottom somewhere, which I've called before, and I've called that I thought wave 5 starting. Again, psychology of the market, one of the hardest patterns to call, this expanded flat, which I still believe we're in, an expanded flat. And just waiting it out, guys, just waiting it out. I wish I could come on here and say, yeah, Bitcoin's at 38,000. 38,000 like Matthew Hyland's talking about here to get the 3-day super trend to flip. The 3-day super trend has captured all of the bearish price action over the past 6 months since December 3rd. Currently, for the super trend to flash green, BTC would need to break and close above 38.8K. Between 37.2 and 38.8 is where the battle currently lies. Yes, we could probably see that on the VPVR if I remove all drawings and turn on the VPVR and we go to the daily. And I reset the chart. He said 37.2, 38. Yeah, and you can see, so 37.2 is in here. And here's the 38. So yes, this massive peak, and that is the resistance. And we need to get above this 32,000, hold it, so we can cut through this like butter up to this 37, 38,000. Again, not much resistance in there, but you got to get above 32 and actually hold it. At 32, 33,000, get in there, actually hold it, cut through this. You can see how there's not much support or resistance through there, and come up and battle that 37, 38. Get above it, close that, and that is when that would flip the 3-day super trend. So waiting for that to turn green. We're going to start using Glassnode again on the channel here. I need to redo my subscription on Glassnode. We're going to start using that probably late June, early July. We'll start doing that. We're going to get out some more videos. I think that's going to be it for this video, guys. We covered a lot of stuff. I don't want the video to get too long. That's going to be it for this one. Smash up the like button. Leave a comment. If you want to ask any questions, leave a comment below. I'll answer basically anything. Leave a comment below. And smash up the like button. Click subscribe if you're not subscribed. If you want to see more analysis like this, let me know what you thought about the video. And we will see you in the next video, guys. See ya.